The Hermit's Path. Every life follows a path. Most people move through their days without thinking much about the small habits that guide them, the words they speak, the choices they repeat, the routines that quietly shape who they become. The Hermit's Path is a place to slow down and look at those small things. In this series, we explore simple ideas and practical steps that can help bring a little more awareness and intention into everyday life. Nothing complicated, just thoughtful ways to live a little more deliberately, one small step at a time. The beta that isn't weak. Most people hear the word beta, and they already think they understand it. They picture someone passive, someone who follows, someone who lacks something the alpha has. But that's never been how I've seen it, not in real life, not in the kind of connection that actually holds. Because the beta, in the way I've come to understand him, isn't weaker. He's responsive. And that's not the same thing at all. There's a kind of strength that doesn't need to lead, but knows exactly how to meet what's in front of it. You don't always notice it right away. It doesn't announce itself. It shows up in how he watches, how he reads a moment without needing it explained, how he adjusts without being told to. There's awareness there, a quiet kind of intelligence that isn't trying to take control, but isn't lost either. That's where people get it wrong. They think not leading means not knowing. But a man can know exactly who he is and still choose not to take the front position. That choice matters because it's not absence, it's alignment. You see it in small things, the way he steps in without interrupting, the way he gives space without disappearing, the way he stays present, even when he's not the one directing what happens next. That kind of presence isn't weak. It takes restraint. It takes awareness. It takes a level of confidence most people don't recognize. Because it doesn't look like control. It looks like trust. And trust is something you can't fake. Not for long. The beta isn't trying to prove himself. He's not pushing for position. He's not competing for attention. He's watching, feeling, understanding where he fits in the moment. And when that moment calls for him to move, he does. Without hesitation, without noise. That's where the strength shows up. Not in constant action, but in the right action, at the right time. There's a steadiness to that, a kind that doesn't need to be seen to be real, because it isn't built on being noticed. It's built on being connected. And when that connection is right, it becomes something most people don't know how to explain. Not dominance, not submission, just two people moving in a way that doesn't require negotiation every second. It flows, not because one is less, but because each one knows where he stands. And that kind of knowing doesn't come from weakness. It comes from being secure enough not to fight for a place that's already his. Walking the hermit's path doesn't require dramatic change. Most of the time, it begins with something small, a new habit, a different way of thinking, or a simple choice made with a little more awareness. If something in this episode resonated with you, consider giving the video a like and sharing it with someone who might also appreciate the idea. And if you'd like to continue exploring simple ways to live more intentionally, be sure to subscribe and join me again along the Hermit's Path.